We're live and recording, so good morning, everybody. I'm Alex Chisnell from the Festival of Enterprise, and I'm joined by Vijay Singh, who is broadcasting from Hyderabad in India. Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say, Vijay. How are you doing?
I'm good, Alex. Thanks for asking. And hi, team. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for joining us. So, those of you who've joined us before, you've seen a number of these webinars brought to you by Dell Technologies. Vijay is the Merchandising Portfolio Manager, Small Business Dell Technologies. And I thank you all for joining us wherever you are in the country, or indeed wherever you are in the world today. Pop any comments in the chat box that you should be able to see on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Any questions or any commentary on what Vijay is going to talk us through on his presentation. If you'd like to connect as well, pop in your LinkedIn profiles there. I always like to connect with everybody after the presentations online on LinkedIn, so please feel free to do that. Normally would obviously be in a physical location at an event where we'll be doing that connecting in person, so I like to encourage it online as well. So those of you who've signed up for this webinar will know that we are talking about working from home, solutions for the long term. Now, Vijay probably going to tell us a little bit about himself, but I'm just going to tell you he's a sales and marketing professional with nearly 18 years of experience in business development, leading teams in the UK, commercial segments and customer relations. He's currently responsible for driving market share in enterprise small business for the UK, Sweden, and the Netherlands. Now, during today's webinar, as we all know, over the past few months, small businesses have undergone absolutely massive changes in the way that their employees work and continue to do, shifting from the traditional office environment, which we're all familiar with, to working from home, which most of us probably haven't been familiar with before. Now, with some restrictions easing, businesses are starting to review their longer-term plans when it comes to flexibility in the workplace and long-term working from home options for their teams. But how do you know if this is the right move for your business, and how can you ensure your team remains productive and engaged if they're no longer in the office 9 to 5? This is something that all business owners, senior managers have been thinking about over the last couple of months. So during this webinar, you're going to be able to learn more about the benefits of working from home for both businesses and employees. We're going to explore the key challenges and pain points small businesses are facing today from working from home, discussing how technology can help address these challenges and help drive productivity and efficiency, which we're all looking for, and identify what Dell Technologies is doing to support and help small businesses adapt to these new working environments. So, as I say, welcome you all. Thank you. I can see we've got Sarah, Dorothy, Vicky, Leo all jumping in saying hi. So thank you for joining us, everybody, on here. Also, we are streaming live on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you're watching on there, welcome. If you'd like to join us here for a more interactive experience, then simply go to festivalofenterprise.co.uk, register for the webinar, click the link in your email, and come and join myself and Vijay here today. But as I say, use the chat function there to comment, to ask questions, to post up your LinkedIn profile, to connect with everybody else on here today. So, with introductions out of the way, I'm going to hand over to Vijay to talk about working from home, the new normal.
Perfect. So thanks, Alex, and good morning, team. Thanks for joining the Festival of Enterprise session, the webinar. Hope you all are doing great. Alex has already introduced me, and thanks for that introduction, Alex. A brief note about me. As Alex mentioned, I am 18 years old in this industry, 17 years with Dell, currently supporting the small business customers for Sweden, Netherlands, and UK. And one of my core responsibility is to provide my team the right product, play, promo, price, so that we can go ahead and win the market. Before we get into the work from home environment challenges, I just want to tell you that we are in this together. We as a company are here to help all the small businesses to grow and thrive. We are ready to provide you all the solutions and the support that you need to grow your business. We firmly believe that for our support, for our success, the small businesses need to grow and thrive. So if you need any help, any support, any assistance, please do not hesitate. Please do reach out to us on the number given below, or reach out to our small business advisors, and we will help you in each and every way through your journey in this tough time. So as Dell Technology family, you have our promise, you have all our support to grow your business and make it big. Uh, so for next 30 odd minutes, we will get into what exactly this new normal or the new work from home is all about. What are the remote work landscape challenges that the customers are facing, the employees are facing? What are the different solutions that Dell as a company is providing to overcome all those challenges? What are the other support that we can provide our customers from the software point of view, from the services point of view, from the finance point of view, which can help and grow your business? And we will keep last 10 to 15 minutes for any question and answers if you have any. So let's make this much more interactive. Please use the chat box to key in your questions, and post this webinar, I will get back to you with all the answers to all your questions. So before we get into work from home, okay, let's understand the history and the evolution of this work from home. And uh, today, I would say in last at 4 or 5 years, we're hearing a lot about work from home, remote working. But this is a very old concept. Okay, this is a concept which is more than 120 odd years old. Uh, it started ways in I think way back in 1900 with the invention of telephone and typewriter. Uh, to be very frank, these are the two things which are the backbone of a work from home concept. Okay, now those big bulky black telephones are now been replaced with slim smartphones. The typewriters are now replaced with your laptops, your desktops. This is a very old concept. But in 1980s, with the evolution of call center, this was revamped. And to be very frank, telephone and the typewriter played a very key role in having that particular advancement. Okay, if you see, the call center evolution happened because of the evolution in our telephone industry. Features like automatic dialers, IVRs were very critical for us to set up a call center. During that time, the company like JC Penney, a lot of insurance companies in US started selling their insurance via telephone. And this was a time where they actually promoted people to work from home. The concept of part-time jobs basically came in this particular era. So in principle, 1980 was the year when work from home actually kicked in. Then the big thing happened in 1990s, the www.worldwideweb.com evolution. The internet exploded, and that actually gave people the facility to work from anywhere and everywhere. And that actually led in 2000 for all the governments to make certain IT changes. US was the first federal government which made the changes into their IP telephony, wherein they allowed their federal employees to work from home to see how it works, and it was super successful. As we moved along, in 2010, the video technology evolved, and all the major giants, all the major companies pounded on this particular technology, and they are using it. As we entered into 2018, by 2018, 16% of the companies globally accepted the work from home concept, and 53% companies today, if you see, in some or the other form, their employees are working remotely. Then suddenly, the last 6 months back, the COVID explosion happened. A lot of companies which never thought that they will move into a work from home environment were forced to work in this particular scenario. And so far, if you look at it, it has been very successful. A research was done to understand what exactly the CFOs of the companies feel, and they feel that this is going to be way forward. 74% of the CFO in current environment expect that once the COVID is out, okay, they would still want their employees to work from home, because they have seen the benefit, they have seen the performance upliftment that has happened in the employees' mindset that has happened in the employees environment. So this is something which is going to stay for very, very long time, not a short term thing. And this will be our new normal as we move forward. So how common the remote work these days are? It is very common, as I mentioned to you. These are certain stats and data which is available on internet, which says that 43% of employed Americans said that they spend at least sometimes working remotely. People who spend 60 to 80% of their time working remotely, which is 3 to 4 days in a week, have the highest engagement level. And this is what actually came out in the survey that was conducted, that people are much more profitable, are much more efficient when they're working remotely. Flexible scheduling and work from home basically becomes a big criteria for people to decide whether they want to take a particular new role or they want to leave that particular opportunity. So work from home, which actually happened as one of the way forward, has now become one of the critical thing, which is actually making people to decide whether they want to work for a particular organization and they don't want to work for that particular organization. Last but not the least, and an important data which says that anyone who's working from home, okay, and he changes that particular job for some or the other reason, 90% of time he would like to work in that kind of setup where he has an option to work remotely. So remote workplace is going to stay, will be there, and this is our new normal as we move into 21st century. But as we always say, when there is something new, there will be certain challenges, there will be certain benefits of it. And these are the few benefits and the few challenges that are currently available, because our customers are working, our employees are working from home. And this is what we're hearing from our customers and our employees. So if you look at the challenges or the obstacles, okay, the first and the biggest obstacle the team members are facing is time management. Now, when I say time management, what I mean is that it is becoming very difficult for employees to understand what is the right time for them to start their work and what is the time that they can close the job. So it has now become 24/7. Dealing with home and family disturbance, this is going to stay if you're working from home. When we moved from an office to a work from home environment, and in every call that we do for our employees, we say that this is going to happen, you have to live with it. Please understand that this is something that we have done. We have entered into their territory, they have not come into our territory, so it will be there. You have to live with it. uh, we do a lot of calls, video conferencing, we chat with our guys 24/7 whenever we are in the office, but still they feel they're disconnected, because there is no personal interaction that is happening, which used to happen when they're working from home. There's a fear of missing out. A lot of information that these guys were getting firsthand when they were working from the office are not getting those information. So that actually has become one of the key challenges that each team member, each customer, each partner is facing when they're working from the home environment. And the biggest problem or the challenge that teams are facing is technology, and the investment trips you up. Okay, so remember that it is not just a shifting a laptop or a desktop from one place to another. Okay, there's a lot of technology changes that happens at the background, a lot of investment that goes in making that environment work. So these were the few key challenges that our team members, our customers, our partners are facing in today's environment. But saying so, there are certain benefits of this particular uh, work from home solution situation. First one is it provides you a flexible environment to work, so you can work whenever you want to work. Okay, it saves a commute time. Okay, I can give you my example. I used to travel 2.5 hours every day, home to office and office to home. Today I save the entire 2.5 hours. Now I can use that 2.5 hours to do a lot of other stuff like training, courses, things that can make me much more productive. uh, People and the data and the study shows that people are much more efficient and much more productive when they're working from home. Work-life balance, and this is one of the key thing for any company to have a proper work-life balance. Okay, work from home has given that particular flexibility to our employees. Okay, just for an example, I'm married for 11 odd years now, and prior to the work from home, I hardly, except those Saturdays and Sunday and or the odd holidays, I hardly had an opportunity to have lunch or dinner with my family. Today, because I have this work from home option available, I can have lunch and dinner with my family. And that is very key, because if you see, if you can manage your work and life pretty well, okay, then you can be much more productive, you can be much more effective. One big thing is it has made our life very easy to make calls. We can make calls in private, and when I say in private, what I mean is that when you're in office and you want to take certain calls, okay, which are very confidential, which are very critical, uh, and you basically look for a lot of, meeting rooms, and sometimes those rooms are not available for you. And what it does is that it makes you take those calls from your desk, and a lot of people who just pass through you are able to hear those discussion, which ideally they should not be, but it does not give you that particular option. Okay, you have to make those calls because they are very important. But in work from home environment, in remote environment, you have that flexibility, you have that privacy, where you can go ahead and make those calls, and you can be much more productive. Okay, now before we get into the solution piece, what we as a company are offering to all our customers, let's first understand what exactly is the remote work landscape, and what are the key challenges our customers are facing. Okay, one of the major challenge our customers are facing in current environment, and again, this is not to do with all the big multinational companies, but all the small companies, is that how can I provide my employees the best in office experience possible. So when these guys move from an office to home environment, how can I provide them the solutions, the support, the services through which they will be much more effective, they can be productive as they were in the office. Okay, the key challenges currently they're facing is, because none of our homes are set for home office environment. Okay, it is okay for us to work for 1 or 2 days, or once in a month or twice in a month in a work from home environment, but working daily for month definitely needs a lot of revamp. Okay, so that is one big concern. Security is big concern, because a lot of people are going to log on to your network remotely. So security is really a big challenge. Internet bandwidth becomes a big challenge for you. There is loads of traffic coming onto your network. Do you have infrastructure that can help load balance that? Is big concern for all the companies which have moved from office setup to a work from home environment. Last but not the least, and the most important, is how would I decide what is my critical information, what is non-critical information that I need to provide to my employees. And these are the, if you look at, these are the five key things which companies currently are facing, saying that okay, these are the five major challenges that we are facing in a remote workspace landscape. And what are the options, what are the solutions you as a company can provide us, which can overcome these challenges. Okay, to answer to those questions, and as we always say, Dell is a one-stop shop. You can get anything and everything related to IT in Dell. uh, One of the challenges that company have is that okay, today my employees are moving from office to home environment, but how can I provide them a machine which is fully loaded? Dell has services wherein we can provide you, we can install the entire image of your machine onto your laptops, desktop, whatever you want. We will ship out to your employees. They have to just switch on the laptop and or the desktop, and they are ready to use. So we have the image services available with us, wherein everything will be configured on your new laptop, desktops, the way they were working in the office environment. SD-WAN, okay, is the software defined wide area network solution which is available for us, which can help us provide security at endpoint to our customers, so that people who are not part of the network do not enter into your territory, and your entire network is safe. We have SD-WAN clubbed with VMware, which is our product, which provides you load balancing, which takes care of your traffic, which prioritize your network traffic, increases increases and manages the load that is entering into network. Last but not the least, and the most important, is our VDI solution, the topic that I covered initially, wherein you know how would I decide what is more important for my organization, what is important for a particular employee? How would I differentiate between important and not so important? VDI is the solution for that particular. Okay, so our virtual desktop infrastructure will provide you secure, high performance access of critical user and critical data to your customer. One big challenge that customer faces is that if I move everything to on-prem or off-prem, how would I work on it? We have a solution. There is an option called as hybrid cloud solution, where customer can keep their all the critical information on premises and all not so critical information onto cloud, so that they can balance their workload, they can balance their cost. And remember, hybrid cloud can scale data center resources without on-prem intervention. It is a very cost effective solution which is there in the market, and hybrid cloud is the way forward as we move into the 21st 22nd century. So for last 5 6 minutes, okay, we are hearing a lot about VDIs, desktop virtualization, and what exactly is this? Okay, so if you look at this, this is nothing but a software based technology that provides organization with a streamlined approach to delivering, protecting, managing their desktops and apps while containing costs. Remember, the advantage of having a VDI solution is that it can reduce your cost, and it also ensures your end users can work anywhere, anytime, and they will have access to all your devices. Okay, now these VDI solution that we offer are available on two platforms. They are available either on rack or a tower environment, or we do have VDI vSAN ready node available. These are bundled solutions which we currently have for all our customers using our VxRail portfolio. So from the VDI point of view, we do have solutions. You just have to tell us what you need, and our solutions can scale from one employee based organization to up to 1,000 employee based organization. So it is a solution which is not only available for small to mid to large enterprise. Any and every customer who is into IT can make use of this solution. As I mentioned, VDI can help do those load balancing, which can decide what is the critical information that has to go to a particular employee or to a particular organization. VDI does that for you. You can decide the persona of your employees that you have. For an example, uh, do you have a task worker? What kind of information needs to be given to them? If you have a knowledge worker, what information has to go to the knowledge worker? Or if you have a multimedia worker who's working for you, what information, what kind of bandwidth that has to be given to them. With the help of VDI technology, we can go ahead and provide these options to all our customers. And as I mentioned to you, there is no limit to it. It is a solution which is scalable from one employee base to 1,000 employee base to 1,000 user base environment. So and this will be the future of IT. uh, if not today, definitely by tomorrow or in coming years, companies will opt for a virtual desktop environment because they find it much more secure. They find it much more feasible, cost effective solution to run their to run their business and the show. To help our small business customers, okay, the customers who have 1 to 50 odd employees, we have our smart value offers available for them. Currently, there are 6 bundles which we have created, tailor-made bundles which are designed for these companies where you have 1 to 50 odd employees. The solutions are designed on rack and tower environment, whichever customers are comfortable with, which they want to go with, what kind of infrastructure they have, they can select. The beauty of this solution is this is a ready-to-use solution. Okay, you just need to buy the server from us, install at your office or into a data center if you want to, and power in, and you're ready to go, because it has all the softwares which are required to run the show. Be it remote desktop scales, be it the operating system, be it remote management feature, be it SQL, be it CRM. You name the software, and softwares will be preloaded for you. We do also provide, as I told you, we also will be providing you the remote management feature in these iDRAC remote features in these servers. And you can, using that particular feature, our, our guys, our IT team can go ahead and monitor how exactly your servers are performing. If they have any, if there is any concern, if it's need any kind of patch update, we are more than happy to do that for you. Apart from providing you a hardware solution, okay, we do have a software solution that can help you grow and thrive in this current environment. Our services portfolio, we have vast services portfolio where we can do anything and everything for you, for our customers, be it consulting services. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for any deployment services, we do have, it can be done remotely, it can be done with our engineer visiting you. We do have support services, services like Pro Support Plus, Mission Critical. These services have 90% plus NPS score. So it means that 90% of our customers who go with our Pro Support services are very happy with the offerings that we have, managed services we have, plus the educational services. So you name the services, support that you want, and we as a company are ready to provide you that solution. I would like to spend a little bit more time on this education piece. Uh, as we all know, the technology evolves, every day, every second day you'll have a new technology come up, and it is very difficult for all of us to know about it. But we have a service called as educational services, wherein if you want we to go and train your guys on these services, we can do it. It can be a very basic service to a very detailed education services based on what you are looking for your employees. So as I mentioned, we have anything and everything for our customers. So please reach out to us if you want to know more about these services. I'll provide you the link, and explore the Dell technology services and grow your business. Last but not the least, and the most important aspect in today's environment, is that finance. Because of this COVID situation, a lot of economies are into recession. People don't have money to buy the infrastructure, but they have to run the business. They have to run the show. To help those companies run their businesses, to help our partner run the businesses, we came up with a solution. We came up with an offering with our Dell Financial Services portfolio, which is called as deferral payment option, where you can go ahead and buy a kit from us, okay, and you can pay us after 6 months. The beauty of this particular service is that it is on a 0% finance. What it means is that you can buy the kit now, you pay me after 6 months, but you won't be paying any interest on it. But if you don't want to avail this service and you just want to have a makeshift arrangement wherein you just want to buy a particular kit for a very short span of time, be say 6 months to a 12-month period, and you want to use it, you can use our options wherein you can lease this products from us, use it till the time you want to, and once you have used the services and you want to return it back, you can just return it, pay for whatever service you're using for. So these are the services that we as a company, as Dell Technology, are offering to our customers, from financing point of view, from support point of view, from the solution point of view, which can make our journey, which is the work from home journey, very easy, very comfortable for all our customers. If you want to know more about SD-WAN, SD-WAN is a very big portfolio. Okay, so if you want to know more about it, here are the links which are available at your disposal. Please go through it, and if, as I mentioned, if you have any question, any concern, please do reach out to us, and we have a team which will help you, guide you in getting the right solution for your business. And last but not the least, and this is something that I started my presentation with. We are in together in this crisis, and as Dell Technology family, we are here to help all our small businesses to grow by providing them the right solution, right support. We firmly believe that if the small businesses or the companies grow, we as a company would grow. So please leverage our small business advisors. They will provide you all the details that you need. They will connect you with the relevant specialist if you want a specific information on the SD-WAN, if you want to know more about HCI, you want to know more VDI solutions. They will guide you to the right contact who can help you know more about that, implement that particular service into your business. And the details, as I mentioned, is available at the bottom of the slide. You can contact us on 0800-845-4878, or you can visit us on www.dell.co.uk small business _ solutions. So team, that's all I have for today's session. The floor is open for questions. So if you have any question, anything that you want to know more, please ask.
Awesome. Thank you very much indeed, Vijay. I'll just unfocus the slides a little bit there. So how have things gone now with Dell with regards to the demand for new technology for companies who are looking to equip their employees at home? Have you seen like a lull over the summer, or do you expect it to be like a big spike coming up now in September as people go back to work, kids go back to school? How things kind of developed over the last couple of months, and how do you see things developing?
You know, I'm not pretty sure whether, Alex, you had an opportunity to go through our Q1 and Q2 result, which are out. And if you look at both the calendar quarter Q1 and Q2 results, we have done exceptionally well. Okay, and the major push that we see is coming from our client, the CSG group. So a lot of customers, I'll give you my example. Okay, I have two kids, and to be very frank, I have a Dell laptop, and I never thought of buying any laptop. Okay, because I was pretty happy with what I have, and I never thought that my kids will be using a laptop. But as this lockdown happened, everything has now moved digital. Now I have to buy two laptops for my kids to work, to study basically. So that is a big change that has happened. So people who never thought of buying anything like this, okay, have started investing, and that was one of the big reason why we saw a big jump in our client sale in calendar quarter Q1, Q2, and we see this happening for the rest of the year, because work from home is the new normal. So people who are going to get hired, they would need laptop, they would need a desktop. If they want, they need a lot of peripherals that will go with a laptop desktop environment. So this as I told you, will stay, and it has a very positive impact to the overall business, not only just for Dell, but overall IT industry from the CSG point of view has grown big time in Q1 and Q2.
Yeah, no, I'm same as you. I've got two kids as well, and one we bought a laptop I think earlier this year, and then the second one starts high school this Friday. So I'm thinking again that'll be another laptop, because you just don't know, do you? Like this staggered with the dates that children are going back to school as well. Like my two kids are like 2 weeks apart when they're going back into school. And I think it's the same every day. I was reading a survey again last night about how many businesses are looking to get their employees back, and it just seems so many of them are putting that decision off to 2021, and are going to have to equip more of their staff. As you know, invariably, you know, fingers crossed, things continue to pick up in the world economies, and these people start employing people again, and then they'll need to equip those employees with technology as well, won't they?
Yes.
And for you, how do you deal with the feeling, you know, one of those challenges that people have got a few questions around that with regards to feeling disconnected? Where do you think technology can kind of fill that gap from people feeling disconnected from the workplace and also fellow workforce?
Alex, as I mentioned, you know, we do everything possible, okay, wherein, you know, we do calls, we do Zoom meetings, virtual meetings, but technology will never ever replace that personal connect that you have, okay, when you meet someone in person. So it will reduce it to some extent, okay, but it will not you know, wipe out the entire 100%. So yes, people will have that personal you know, they will feel that, okay, I'm not able to connect with my team members or something like that. So that is going to stay, okay, no matter how good technology becomes, okay. We still will have that, you know, vacuum in our lives, which can only and only be filled with a personal connect. So I'm not pretty sure whether I answered your question correctly or not, but my feeling is in the same way. Even sometimes, even I feel disconnected. I'm trying to reach out to my colleague, but he may be busy with something else, doing something else. You know, so when you're in office, you can just walk up to them. Right now, the situation isn't that great. We all are locked down. We can't move out of our premises because of the COVID thing. So that also is, to be very frank, is creating a little bit of nervousness in people's mind. Work, if I had this work from home, I'm okay. But if I am not locked down into one particular environment, into a particular society, at least I can go out, meet people. But because of this lockdown thing, I'm locked. I'm just stuck at one particular place. I'm not able to move freely. So until unless that happens, we will see these challenges cropping up every day.
Yeah, indeed. And a few questions around the type of packages available for businesses. So I'll probably try and pull a couple of these questions into one question for you. What size of business are you able to help? Is it literally from a one-man band up to somebody with hundreds or even thousands of employees? For you, where do you see the sweet spot, or do you think you fit a couple of those different categories there with what you're offering at the moment?
So, Alex, if you look at the offerings, okay, the VDI solution offering that I just mentioned, okay, it is a scalable solution.
Yeah.
So from 1 to 1,000 odd employees can fit into that particular solution. So from our point of view, from Dell Technology point of view, we provide solutions which can cater a small business which only has 5 to 10 employees to a G500 company which has 1,000 odd employees with them. So our solutions are scalable. Okay. The beauty of Dell solution is that today you may start small, but as you grow, you can stack up. So you don't have to, remove the entire old kit and then buy a completely new kit. No, you can start small, and as your business grows, as you evolve, you can keep adding the infrastructure to it, and you can work on. For an example, I brought one topic which was called smart value bundles. These bundles are designed keeping our small businesses in mind. Okay, wherein if you have 10 or more than 10 to 50 odd employees, this solution does a really great job for you. Okay, so smart value bundles for 1 to 50 odd employees. If you have more than 50 odd employees, then you should start looking at VDI solutions, or you should start looking at HCI. Cloud, if you look at, is the new value proposition which is coming into the market, and the data suggests that cloud is going to be as the work from home is the new normal, cloud will be the next new technology that a lot of companies will be investing in. So yes, to answer in a nutshell, we can support from one user company to 100,000 user company.
Yeah, and how important is it to not only have a scalable offering? Because I saw a post here on LinkedIn just in the UK saying that 200,000 new businesses have started since lockdown, since mid-March, which is an amazing number. And there's going to be a percentage of those who clearly do scale quite quickly as well, particularly the technology companies, perhaps. But how important is it to not only be scalable, but to offer different financial options for people? Because again, we don't know what the future holds. There's going to be ups and downs. People are going to be, cash rich, cash poor, depending on the seasonality and when businesses open and close again. So yeah, how important do you think it is to have that kind of an offering out there?
I think that's the backbone of any business right now, Alex. If you have money in your kitty, in your bank account, you will think of opening up a new business or setting up your own infrastructure. Okay, but if you don't have the cash, it becomes very difficult. And that was one of the key reasons why we came out with our financial services, which is providing an offering where a customer can buy a kit now. Okay, and it does not have any specific threshold limit. Okay, the minimum entry point is $5,000. So you can enter into this agreement with $5,000, and it can go up to $100,000. So you can buy the kit now. Okay, and you don't pay me right now. You have to only pay Dell post 6 months. So you have a 180-day deferral payment option. Okay, and that too after 180 days when you start paying us the EMIs. Okay, you don't have to pay any interest on it. It's a 0% interest option. So I think this is a very big support and help that we are able to provide all the startups, all the businesses which are there in the market who are struggling with cash flow. They can avail this service, but as I told you again, it is on subject of approval. So once you get approved for it, you can avail this service. Again, reiterating it myself, it's a 0% finance option and 180 day deferral payment. So you can buy the kit now. You got 180 days. You don't pay us anything, and after 180 days, if you start paying us the money back, and but it will be at 0% interest. So we won't be charging. Second
Okay.
piece to this, yeah, and the second piece to it, that there are a lot of companies who said, okay, I really don't want to buy a particular kit. Okay, I don't want to have the kit with me because that is going to add a cost to my P&L. But I need a solution that can work. But I need the solution, a short burst solution, if you call it. Okay, I just want it for a very short span of time. So we do have a leasing option. You can lease the kit from us for 6 to 12 month period. Okay, and once you're done with your project or whatever you bought the kit for, you can just return the kit post that, and you we don't tie up you with any of our products. So you send the product back to us, you stop paying the money back to us, and our deal is closed there. So we have both the options, whichever customer feels. Either if you want to lease, if you think no, leasing is not the right option for me, I want to buy the kit, then you have the 0% 180 day deferral payment.
Great, and also maybe to finish up on, I think again one of the key backbones to this as well is the support available. And I thought maybe you could finish up by a couple of questions around that, just to reiterate because that's one of the things, isn't it? Working from home, you do feel detached, and if you are buying new technology and you're not 100% okay with it to start with, you're going to want to be able to speak to somebody. What kind of support is there out there, and what can people kind of expect the level of service from a company like Dell?
I really think that's a pretty good question, and that is the need of the hour. I have the technology, but if I don't get the right support on that technology, then I will not have a business continuity. And that's the reason I brought that point of support services that we have. So we have a service called as Pro Support Plus and Pro Support Plus Mission Critical. And this services is provided in a span of 4 hours. So we call it as a 4-hour mission critical service and 4-hour mission critical plus service. Okay. Now the beauty of this service is that and the best, it is a 24/7 service. Okay. So even on Friday, even on weekends, we cover it. Okay. It's 24/7. And as soon as there is an issue with a particular product which has Pro Support Plus mission critical attached to it, they would get a designated technical account manager assigned to them. So these are the people who will be looking into their issues and concern. The best part is this is a service which is not only available on client ISG product, server, storage, switches, but it is available also on our client machines, the relationship product, the latitudes, the precision. So we have on CSG products as well. We got this on ISG products as well. So buy the machines with the top-notch service, and we are there to assist you. And there is no timeline. If you have a problem at midnight, 12 o'clock, also you can just call up on our toll-free number, and there is someone who's always there to assist you at the back.
That's great. I think that's what a lot of people want to hear, is that support is available, when they need it, when they've got spare time, not necessarily during office hours. And maybe to finish up, Vijay, for yourself, what's been some of the positive takeaways that you've got from working from home, from lockdown in general, personally, business-wise, whatever you'd like to share?
So Alex, I think there are 3 key things that has happened because of this work from home. Okay, I'm very bad at managing my time. Okay, this lockdown has actually taught me a lot. So I'm now able to finish my job pretty well. There were a lot of distractions. Now I may contradict to what I just said 30 minutes back, but when you are in office, okay, there are a lot of distractions in and around you. People will come, let's go for a coffee break, or you will be pulled into something which is not that important. But working from home, you don't have that thing with you. Okay, you are all alone. You work for yourself. So planning and organization has become a big part of it. One big thing that I mentioned also was that I'm able to give more time to my family. I think a lot of people who are on this call, they don't know that our work timing is very different from yours. So we start working from 12 IST till night 10:30 11 IST, which is your local time 5, which means that we work from afternoon to night. So we don't have time. So by the time we get up in the morning, the kids are already in school. By the time we come back, they're already sleeping. So you don't get time. So the Saturdays and Sundays are the only time when you see them, you talk to them. But because of this work from home, I'm able to give more time to my family. Uh, at least started having lunch and dinner with them,
Yeah.
which was a big thing which was missing. So Monday to Friday, no way that I can have a lunch with them or the dinner with them. But now I can have lunch and dinner. And last but not the least, because I'm able to save a lot of time in commute. Okay, I used to travel almost 2.5 hours every day up and down. That has
Wow.
reduced.
Yeah.
So I've now started. Yeah. So now I've started using that time more wisely with family. If I want to learn something, I use that particular time for my own learning and for my own development.
Mm. That's some great takeaways, and mine's not dissimilar. I think being able to spend more time with the family, like you say, if you're leaving for work and it's dark outside and the kids are still in bed, and then you're getting home and it's dark again, and the kids are, off in their school clubs or that they're in bed already, then it's tough, isn't it? And the weekends you're trying to see family and friends as well, but you want to spend time with your own immediate family. So that's a tough one. Do you know the one? And again, I've saved time with commute, but only say an hour a day, 30 minutes each way. But somebody mentioned something on a webinar recently, and I thought that was an interesting comment, that they said, whereas before, when you were in an office, you would have an obvious time when you finished work and you got home, and you would use that time to kind of relax and wind down, whether you were driving and listening to a podcast, or whether you're getting public transport. But now, when you've got that time, people have found they're actually doing more. They're being more productive at home. But there's that danger that you kind of never switch off, and you don't have that period where you kind of ease in from work into leisure mode. Have you found that yourself at all?
And that's correct, and that was one of the big challenges which I mentioned in this webinar as well, that time management has become a very big problem for a lot of people. We really don't know when to start and when to stop. At least when you're working in office, you know that it's a 9 to 5 shift, 5 o'clock, no matter what happened, you'll close down. But when you're working from home, you don't have that clock of 9 to 5. You may think, okay, if I can work for another 30-40 minutes, I can finish this particular task or job that has been given to me, and I will be free. So it is purely up to us how exactly we manage it out. But the person who mentioned this comment, yes, when we were commuting, we had time to again listen a lot. So it's up to you how you take it. For me, when I was traveling, I did not have an opportunity to learn a lot. But because I'm not traveling nowadays a lot, okay, to office, I have that 1.5 hour in the morning and 1 hour at the night buffer time, which I use for my own learning development. So the idea is development, whether you're commuting or you're not commuting, if you can use that time wisely, I think the purpose is done and dusted there.
No, I agree with you, and I've been doing the same. I was doing the same thing last night, using that extra hour for like personal development, personal learning, reading, etc. So it is important. And look, maybe to finish up, I'm going to bring this slide up, Vijay. You can just reiterate maybe that the in this together message, and to point people where to go to find out more information.
Sure. So first of all, I would like to thank Alex for conducting this webinar session. Thank you, Alex, and thank you to all the customers and the partners who attended this particular webinar. As I mentioned earlier, we as a company are ready to help support all the businesses to grow and thrive. So if you want to reach out to us and want to know more about our offerings, more about the product that we have, the support that you can get, please call our small business advisor on 0800 845-4878 number, or you can visit us on the link provided there, which is www.dell.co.uk-small business underscore small business underscore solution. So if you want more details, click on that particular link, and you have everything. The beauty of Dell website is that we have designed basis the taking from the feedback that I received from our customers. So you have all the information regarding all our products, our offerings, the services that we provide. So just click as the same technology, we're just click away from you. So just either you call us or click us, and we are always there to help and support.
Awesome. Well, look, it's been really good meeting and chatting to you on this webinar. Appreciate you sharing your knowledge and your insights with us as well, Vijay. Thank everybody here who's joined us on today's live webinar, be you on the Crowdcast platform here, or if you've been watching on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube as well. I know that over 100 people, I'm just seeing over 100 people on here, and then we've had likewise a similar amount of people watching on Facebook and Twitter as well. I haven't had the chance to check YouTube, but that's awesome. So thank you all very much indeed. Thank you for joining us. I've posted the link there as well, which you can see. So if you are watching this on the replay, which I know a vast majority of people will watch this in their own time as well, you've still got the link there. You'll be able to screenshot this slide as well that I focused the screen on. And look forward to the next webinar from Dell coming very soon. So just go to festivaloventerprise.co.uk for our full schedule. We'll be back again tomorrow with our next live episode at 10 a.m. So thanks again, Vijay, and thank everybody else for joining us.
Thanks, Alex, and thanks, team.